This is going to be the first year Americans file taxes under the new tax law. These changes could save you money or cost you big time if you make a mistake. Mark Kohler's here with advice. He's an accountant, tax attorney, and author of the book, The Tax and Legal Playbook. So what we really want to know from you today, Mark, is should we be preparing our own taxes, DIY, or let a professional do it?
Yeah, there's a lot of people that preparing their own taxes make a lot of sense. But it's such an exciting time, isn't it? You know, St. Patrick's Day, filing taxes, March Madness.
I'm trying to get excited about
it's
taxes.
It's like the trifecta of fun.
Maybe exciting for you guys.
Yeah.
But not the rest of us.
Yeah.
So is there a general rule of thumb as to who should go DIY with taxes? Or,
No, I think if you're making less than $100,000, you may own a modest home, you don't have a lot of different sources of income, preparing your taxes has never been easier.
The president promised his tax reform plan was going to be a lot more straightforward. I think he said 1 page or something like that, but not quite that. But is it easier now?
It is, and I think the trick is you find some software that makes sense to you, it's affordable. I like TaxSlayer, it's simple, it's easy, lots of support online, but find what works for you and then start preparing. And so for that sliver of people without a lot of sources of income, it is simple, easier, and refunds are up. They really are. We hear a little bit of negativity with people getting lesser refunds, but in general, they're up.
Okay. So are you finding that more people are going to be doing it themselves?
Yes. But here's the cautionary point. Now 1 out of 3 Americans have a side gig. The gig economy is booming. And that adds an extra form on your tax return. And it's not a bad thing. It leaves lots of opportunity for planning. And that's the Schedule C, C as in Charlie. And it's a great way to save taxes. I love that small business aspect. And a lot of people have that side gig.
This gig economy is something I think a lot of millennials are involved in, don't you think?
Yes, whether you're selling something online, driving Uber, a little side business, teaching piano in your home. But report it, be honest, get it on your taxes, and then take all those great write-offs.
Does it help to incorporate? For some people?
It does. When you're making a certain level of income, I wouldn't worry about incorporating if you just have this side gig. But once there's some liability exposure and maybe 30 or 40,000 of income, you got to be looking at it.
Right. Why are we hearing that more people are paying more taxes this year? And are they?
Well, I think those that don't get a bigger refund than they expected make a lot more noise. The people that are getting a bigger refund are just taking the money and running, And so I wish that more people that are getting a bigger refund would get out there and broadcast it. But it's a politically twisted topic too, And so, but on average, we're seeing in that demographic of DIY, do your own tax return, we are seeing that bigger refund. Yeah,
it's your belief that a lot of money is being lost each year from tax mistakes. People who just miss out on things.
Yes, over 1.5 billion in unclaimed refunds. People just not filing.
What are they doing? What are they missing? What are they overlooking?
Well, a few things. There's a lot of people say, well, I'm not just going to file. I met someone yesterday that hadn't filed in 3 years. I'm like, get in there and file. There could be a refund for you. After 3 years, you can't get it. You miss it. You lose it.
You hadn't filed. You get in trouble for that, right?
You do. But there's a lot of people that are actually owed a refund and they don't even file. It's crazy. It drives me insane. But it's kind of funny.
So you've got an interesting book there with a pretty,
well, I brought this for you. This is another book of mine, What Your CPA Isn't Telling You, and I wrote it as a story. Who wants to read a tax book? Do you want to read a tax book?
No.
You don't. So this is play like Modern Family meets an accountant, and it's a story, and I trick you into learning about taxes.
Give me one example of what my CPA is not telling you.
The side gig, that's really it. See, if you just have a W-2 and some mortgage interest, I plug it in your return, you can do it yourself, simple, easy. But when you have a small business, it gives me something to work with. Home office, cell phone, internet, auto, a lot of expenses people aren't taking advantage of. So I love to talk about real estate, the VRBO and Airbnb market's booming.
Dog walkers,
Yeah, all of that. So think about real estate, and online education couldn't be more affordable. I love Renatus for that. It's a great little program, and you can just study online.
All right. Mark, thank you very much.
Thanks for having me.
All right. For more information, you can check out Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, or markjkohler.com. We'll be right back.